Hello, I'm Lavinia Nixon. Welcome to Melbourne and welcome to World Ballet Day. I'm here with senior artist Jared Madden, and over the next 3 hours, we're going to take you behind the scenes of the Australian Ballet.
Lavinia, welcome back. This is your second round, isn't it?
It is. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's amazing to have you here. And we want to welcome everyone else who is streaming in today, whether you're here in Australia or across the world. Welcome as we celebrate this amazing art form, dance.
It is an incredible day, and we're going to go behind the scenes, and it'll be a wonderful, wonderful start to World Ballet Day.
Absolutely. But before we begin, firstly, the Australian Ballet would love to acknowledge that today's gathering is a small part of a long history of people coming together on country to converse, to explore ideas, to shape politics, and to dance together. We live and work on a land that belongs to the oldest living culture on earth, and we'd like to pay our respects to the Wurundjeri Woi Wurrung elders of the East Kulin Nations and to any other First Nations mob out there who are joining us today. Thank you.
So World Ballet Day is about inviting you to be a part of your favourite ballet company. So over the next 24 hours, the world's premier ballet companies will open their doors and allow us all backstage.
Could you believe this is the 10th year? It's the celebration. It's the big one. It's bigger again than before. It fathoms me. I just can't believe how big it is.
Everyone loves it.
Oh, I know. So this year, I've got some stats here. It's 66 companies are streaming across 6 different continents worldwide this year. Someone done the maths, and there is 6,865 minutes of dance being streamed.
Wow, that's incredible.
Now, starting fifth. We go and one, and close, and a one, and close, and a first, and a fifth, and hold, 2 and second, and a one, da-da-dum. And a first, open the thighs, and a back. And a 2 to the back, da-da-dum, bum, ba-dum. And a close, and a close. And then we go 1, down, and dégagé, and a down. Last time, do a plie, and a push to coup de pied. Yeah, 8 counts here, balance, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do that micro transfer of weight here. Another 8 count balance, other side. So we've got 1 to the front, another to the front, and a first, and back to fifth. 1 to the side, da-da-da-da, and a feel the rotation, and a fifth. Same back, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and a first, and a fifth. 1 to second, and a 2 to second, and a 3, plie, coup de pied. 8 counts balance, coup de pied, change, 8 counts back. All right, other side. So really active with the feet, really using the floor, really push, dynamic, okay? Thank you, Andrew. Initiate with the heel, inner thigh, and we go out and in, and out, calm position, and a first. Get the accent in, good, and out, and in, out, ready, and a first, good, and transfer that weight, good, and a back. Good. 1 to second. Put it down, really push, use the feet. And a back, and a there. Plie, coup de pied, 8 counts here. And balance, arms. Long in the waist, we've got another 8. Transfer, and we wrap the metatarsals underneath you. Good, other side. Bring that little toe back, and a first, good. Bring your scapulas and your arms in your back. Get to fifth each time, and get to first, that's it, and. High on that supporting hip there, Adam, good. Good. Feel the waist. Relax the neck. Good. And finish it off nicely. Good. All right, good. A little bit quicker now. We go and a 1. And a 2, 2 to second, da-da-dum, and a side and round and back, and a first and close. And a back, and a side. Sorry, 2 to the back, da-da-dum. 2 to the side. And a rond, rond, rond. And a first, and close. 2 to the front, 2 to the side, and a rond. This time stay and go 5th and 5th and 5th. 2 to the back, 2 to the side, and a stable in the pelvis, and a 1, 2, 3. Then we've got 16 counts balance, high retiro, passe. 16 counts, okay? So we've got 2 to the front, 1 and a 2, 3 and a 4, and a rond, 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 first, 5th, and a back, and a side, and a rond, 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 first, 5th. The second time we do 2 to the front, 2 to the side, and a rond, rond, rond. We go 3 and 5th. Yeah, so a little bit more work there with the thighs. Okay, 16 count balance at the end. Da da ba 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 ba. Not too fast. Thanks, Andrew. Good. Ready? Get out on that beat. And a 1. Good. And a stable in the pelvis. Good. First, good. No tension up the top of the body. Good. All right, good. And 5th this time. And 5th and 5th and 5th. Good. Fast feet. Just watch that arm, Daniel. It's not tense. That's it. Good. 16 counts. Balance. Keep the elbows slightly lifted. Good. Long on that working side bend. Drop that hip down. That's it. Good. Good. Other side. Here we go. Really musical.
Jared, I've
On
got a
that beat.
question
And
from Chloe. How many hours each day do the dancers rehearse?
Well, it's a full-time job, so it's as I say, generally a lot of hours. But we would normally start around 10:30 with our ballet class, which goes for about an hour and 15 minutes on average. And then we would rehearse a good 2.5 hour chunk, bit of a lunch break, and then another 3 hours or so until about 6:30 at night. So it's a lot.
Even when you're performing at night?
Oh no. We work in 2 different work days. So that's our rehearsal schedule. That's whenever we are not on stage, we'll do that till 6:30. If we do have a show at night, we'll generally break it around 3 o'clock. So then the dancers have a bit of recoup time, sleep, refresh, eat, meditate, do whatever they want to do, and then start to get ready again for the show at night at about 6:30 for a 7:30 show.
So then you'd finish your work day at around 10:30 p.m. and you're back in the studio again for morning class the next day.
Yeah, we're all insane.
Insanely talented and hardworking.
Yeah, isn't that part of the job? If you're an artist, you have to be a little bit crazy to love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we love that you love it because it gives so much joy to everyone around the world. Thank you.
Pass and a
You're
quick,
welcome.
quick, and a pass send through. We'll finish it there. Out, coup de pied, and a reach and in and in and in. Second, stay front, up, stay front, out and change and change and change. Back, coup de pied, and an out and in and in and in. Piqué, 2 and a 3, and pass and a 1, 2, 3, and a pass and close. All right.
Jared,
Again, really
this
stable.
move that Kirsty's
pelvis,
asking
lower
everyone to
belly.
do, can you tell us about
Quick,
this?
tap, really
Yeah.
tap,
Okay.
really
So
light,
as you've
all
seen
right?
a little bit, if you've been
Stop after
watching,
that one
we
first.
started pliés, which is a general slow compression and extension of the knees and the hip joints. From there, we start to move on to like tendus and glissés, which is right now the foot. This is faster footwork, which kind of starts to activate the intrinsic muscles to get them firing a little bit faster, which helps us later on when we start jumping, for instance. When we start leaving the floor, you want to have that quick fire footwork to jump off the ground, have a nice presented, pointed foot. So this is essentially that without leaving the ground. And there's a little bit of slow and a little bit of fast in there, so the footwork can be exquisitely articulated because, you know, a ballerina is nothing without their feet. So they have to be like perfect. So it's faster footwork.
Lift and slight little arc as you do those piqués on rond, yeah? A little bit of a lift. Thanks. Other side. Really scoop the energy underneath yourself. Here, up, good. Bring the toes underneath yourself. Adam, and under, that's it. Just low. 1, 2, 3. Inside thigh on that supporting leg, keep it open. And finish. The little exchanges, don't be slow. The more you use your toes, your metatarsals, the more feedback you get up into your pelvis. So don't be slow, be quick with the feet on the little exchanges, okay? Second group, thanks Andrew. And a good push, and we go. Step. Yes, Larissa, that was good. Good. And up, top of the legs, and down. Up and down. And ooze. Yes, that's good. Turn up. Good. Onto your legs here. Prepare. And good. Finish it off and stretch. Good. All right. Last group. Here we go. Watch you not overcrossing your devons and your derrieres. Just in front of the hip. That's all. Okay. Use epaulement, but don't overcross the legs. Okay. Ready? Last group. Horizontal in the hips. Good. Backs of the legs here, upwards. And up, good. Out.
Jared, I noticed there's a lot of turning in these exercises, a lot of pirouetting, a lot of spotting and focusing on points that needs to be done. That's so important for dancers.
Absolutely, yeah. And now you see now Kirsty said in the next exercise where we're starting to incorporate a lot more movement with said pirouettes and on-point work. So this is where the dancers can start to work on some more of their artistry, like their performance aspects of the job, because when you're on stage and you're dancing along, it's all about using our bodies to tell stories and emotions and all that. So these are, like, you'll notice it's not just them focusing eyes squarely on their balance, but right now they're also working on how they're presenting their upper half, their carriage of the arms, where they're placing their head to show effortlessness, and then through that on stage, then you can incorporate characterization and the story that's involved after that. Yeah, it's multi-layers.
Incredible to make it look effortless when you're really working every single muscle of your body.
Totally.
And working so hard.
Absolutely. That's the hardest thing about this job, is that you can't show that it's hard. It's the worst part. You watch the footballers running around on the field puffing and panting because they're working their butts off, which they are. And for us, it's we're not running marathons here, but it's still really hard, high octane kind of anaerobic exercises. I find it's high intensity muscle work with less cardio involved, but still your body is under a lot of intense stress. And you just want to keel over and just collapse in a heap and start panting, but you can't do that until you're off stage.
Well, actually, that leads me perfectly to the next questions come from YouTube. What is your most favourite exercise, Jared? And I'll also throw in, what's your least favourite?
Oh, look, I'm not a very flexible guy, so dancers, whenever we get to the adage or trying to get the legs up high, I always kind of flounder there. I do a nice solid job where I'm at. I sit comfortably at 90 degrees, and there's nothing wrong with that. Dancers out there, you don't have to get your legs up. It's just you can make it in a company and have other beautiful qualities.
Your most favourite exercise?
Most favourite. I do like jumping. I do like trying to show the tricks at the end of class. It's kind of when you start to feel a bit more like a gymnast and we're not doing backflips or anything, but we do some pretty specky kind of
You really
crazy-
do.
Yeah. Also, I get a big kick out of partnering. You don't ever see it in a ballet class, but we used to have pas de deux classes when you were training at the school to try and learn how to partner other dancers and manipulate their bodies in ways to help them out and look together. Like the partnerships is also very important as well. I used to love partnering. I still do. I love partnering. So that's kind of my kind of go-to places that make me happy.
The artistic health team here at the Australian Ballets plays such an important role in the dancers' lives, not just helping them in their recovery, but also building strength and improving their performances. Hello, Sue.
Hi, Lavinia.
Tell me, what program have you implemented for the dancers this year?
So every year we really work closely with the artistic staff, but also David Hallberg, to design a program not only to prevent injury, but to actually improve their performance. So this year we decided to work on the partnering skill. So we looked at the sort of technique that they need to do that, and we've come up with a circuit training specifically for the partners. But it was a perfect time because we're doing Swan Lake, so the swans are really busy in the rehearsal room. So it was a perfect time to get our partners down here to do the circuit training.
Well, we need to figure out what's going on behind us here. So let's have a little chat. We'll move into the gymnasium area and we're going to chat to the person that runs the entire program. Tell me about it, Sue.
So even though this looks very sport-like, we're in a typical gym here at the Australian Ballet, we've designed this very ballet-specific program, and I'm going to pass you on to our strength and conditioning coach, Sarkis Michaelis, who'll describe it.
Great. Thanks, Sue. Hi, Sarkis.
Hi, Lavinia. How are you?
Very well.
That's
There's
good.
a lot happening in this
Oh,
room.
there certainly is. I mean, it's a really busy place and, everyone's working really hard. And so the program we designed is more about the coordination of partnering as opposed to the strength work. We felt like that we wanted to focus on that part, as ballets that we do don't usually have a lot of partnering skills, but because we're getting into more repertoire that has partnering skills involved, we thought we'd give these guys a bit more experience.
All right. So
with
what's happening
lifting.
right behind us here?
Well, we're going to get to Bryce in a moment, but if we come over this way.
Oh.
So here we have Rowan. He's performing an exercise called the glissade pressage. Rowan, if you could just show us what a glissade pressage would look like in a normal everyday life on stage. Yeah, so usually they're turned out and they're really going fast in the air with the person above them. So we're just emulating this with this bar here. So he's just going to come in, he's going to press really fast up in the air, the coordination and the speed of it, and then coming back down. So that's how we're trying to emulate that progression from standing to lifting.
Thank you, Ron.
Thanks, Rowan. So over here we have Cameron. He's doing an exercise called the Giselle. So again, trying to emulate what they would do on stage just by holding his arms in front of him and walking from side to side. So this is all about bicep strength and shoulder strength. Thanks, Cam. Here we have Danny B. He's performing the shoulder sit. So this is a preparation exercise. What we're trying to emulate here is the speed of action for the legs to press up while we're getting underneath a person to lift them onto our shoulder. This is the best exercise we could find for this kind of for that lift. This is a progression. We can increase this and make it a little bit harder by pressing up in the air. But this is a safer version of it.
I hear that timers are going off. Everyone's on a 1 minute rotation
Yeah, that's
basis.
exactly right. So the circuit lasts for about 10 minutes, so we just rotate every minute. So here we have Joey. Joey's doing an interesting exercise called the ballerina drop catch. So,
You'd never drop a ballerina.
of course you wouldn't. However, on stage, unpredictable. You just never know what's going to happen. So this is designed for the speed of hands, coordination and reflex time. So as you can see, Michael here, one of our physios, is dropping it at random times for Joey then to catch the bag really quickly. And this bag's full of water. So again, that's got that unpredictability about it.
So that's that unstable element.
That's exactly right. Okay, so we're going to go out here.
Now,
Here
exercises out in the hallway.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we have Hugo. Hugo's now performing the ballerina throw catch. So again,
I love all these names.
I know. We came up with
I'm
some
not
really
sure the
interesting
ballerinas would love these names.
Well, no, but some they do. Okay, so here we have Hugo just throwing this pretend ballerina in the air. So again, it's about the coordination. It's about making sure that he's got his hands in the right position to throw it in the air. Can you perform a bad one for us, please? Bad one. She's twisting, she's doing weird things. Now, you won't be able to catch that person in the air when you're doing that. So we're just trying to make sure that the bag goes vertical and then come back down again.
Great. This
Okay.
is so interesting.
Yeah, look, it's taken us some time to actually come up with these exercises and to make sure that they are applicable to what they're doing in the studio, because no one wants to just come in and just do straight weights, or if they do, it may not be applicable to what they're actually doing.
What's the name of this exercise? It's a
Here
big
we have,
tricep workout.
yeah, that's exactly right. So we have Bryce here. He's performing a lunge pressage. So, Bryce, can you drop that weight for me, please? So, if Bryce was to press someone in the air and just by chance they happen to go backwards, we need that strength in our triceps to be able to control someone from, never happens, but falling backwards potentially.
All these contingencies have to be covered.
Contingencies, exactly right. So here we have Bryce performing this. Can you just jump back in there again, please? Thank you. So yeah, he's just going to tricep back and extending up as he steps up. So again, for that control and coordination.
The time is telling us to change and move on.
So
What's happening
next-
at the next stop?
So here we have Joe Cayley, one of our
Hello, Joe.
principals. So Joe's going to be performing The Bad Romance, which was designed
Okay, you're going to have to explain that name.
So Joey Romancevich over here, he created this program or this exercise in the school. Hey, Joey. Hi. You're welcome. Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Thanks, Joey. So this exercise, it's all about wrist strength. So again, if we're, for a principal like Joe, he may hold a person in front of him with one hand. So it's all about that control of wrist to be able to coordinate what that person in front of him is doing. So if he's able to, he can adjust himself to coordinate and to catch her if she falls forward or backwards. So this is just like pulling up a rope, or not a rope, but a hard, yep, just this metal bar here, and going back down again and then back up and holding there, making sure he's got good shoulder and bicep alignment. Okay, so we're coming over
Is this a
here.
daily event, Sarkis?
Twice a week. they'll
Twice a
perform
week.
this. Here we have the curtsy squat. As you can see, it's a curtsy and a squat. So really applicable for when they're trying to get underneath the person again to lift up. So speed, strength, coordination in the
That one
body.
does not look fun.
No.
No. No one likes that exercise.
Okay, so last exercise over here, we have Harrison. So stepping over this way, sorry. So this is the Odette. So in the second, I know, or maybe the fourth act of Swan Lake, we're having to take the person out to the side and then to be able to control them back up. So it's giving us that speed, that control of bicep, and to be able to lunge at the same time and to bring that person back up again. So again, it's not perfect, but it replicates the movement as well as we can.
Well,
Yeah.
this is absolutely fascinating. Thank you so
Hey,
much
you're very welcome.
for taking us on the 1 minute tour
Yeah,
of every
I know,
pit
right?
stop.
It's been pretty quick.
It's been very interesting. Thanks so
You're
much,
welcome.
Sarkis. Well,
Really traveling diagonally. Keeping those arms relaxed. Good. Okay, we'll hold it there. Good, good, good. And breathe. Good. So what we're actually traveling really well side to side, but we're not really going as diagonal as we could be doing, because I think ideally we want to be right down here for those entrechats. So I think if we can just lead a Yumi each time and Aya just steer it down a little bit. Good, heads were good on this. We could still do a little bit more down pas de bourrée, cha, cha. Just being really clear of that eye line so it goes down. Let's just try one side. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, pas de bras, front and change. Good, good, good. Yeah, so I think then on that one, Aya, that's when you can come, yeah, and obviously try and help her as well so she's not the only one steering the ship.
So we're kind of like a
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And then it's, yeah. And then you flatten out a little bit on this one. And then again, exactly. Yeah. So it's subtle, but it makes a difference just to how far downstage we get you. Good. Entrecharts, we're good. I wonder if we could just give a little bit more dynamic to the head on the, what have we got, entrechat. Releve, really turning that one profile, nose to the side, and the same thing. And then this is the softer one. Once we've gone side, then it softens, softens, softens. So just showing the difference between like the really sharp one and then the one that's slightly softer. Just try once. We've got 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, going 5. It softens, da, da, and a front, ja, and a front, ja, and side, and soft, and soft. Good, 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 good. Relax, 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 relax. Good. Yeah, just that little kind of change in dynamics. Just need a bit more space. A bit more space. Yeah. It's a hard one, isn't it? Because you want to have relaxed arms, but you don't want them so close that we feel like that. Good. And I know we haven't got like a really clear markings here, but we were a little bit this side, so just make sure we're sharing center. So how are we going to get those entrecharts traveling backwards? Because it always feels a little bit on the spot, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to get too. Okay, so just that feeling. Try once, come forwards and see how far we can get back on those chappés. Yeah.
But it's like, you don't want to go too far.
Yeah. Would it make more sense if it comes from the middle? Yeah. So it's like we go back as a group. Yeah. Let's try this with the music actually, just to lead into the entrecharts. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, Andrew. Going back. Yes. Going back. That's the one. Even more. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah. No, that's the feeling. That's the feeling. And it does actually, I think that's what makes it look really impressive, because you're like all together, but you're actually really moving across the stage. So let's keep that. Next one, snowplow. Because we've traveled back a bit further now, again, we could travel more on this one. I think it needs a little bit more like down, up into the floor, just to help the legs start to get engaged. And this is the one where we need to do a little bit more head, especially the first one into it. Where have we finished? We finished here. So actually you want to go nose down to your chest. Yes. And again, it's always the nose, isn't it? It's like,
we're going to rehearse what we call the red scene. Marguerite actually wears a red dress in this scene. There's 4 scenes in the ballet where she wears a different colored dress. So that's how we identify this scene. And it's the first scene in the ballet where they meet, Marguerite and Armand. And it's a scene that, in a way, doesn't contain a lot of difficult choreography, but the most important thing is to set up the relationship that they have, and to make it interesting, and for them to begin to tell this sort of rather complicated story.
I find, well, you mentioned with the repertoire, I find Ashton has this really interesting juxtaposition of the way he works. It's very lyrical and beautiful up top, but with this really finessed, quick articulation down below, lack of a better word.
Yes.
So when you approach these beautiful roles, productions, what is your main focus when you come into them?
At first, when I'm teaching, I try and set the steps as accurately as I can. And they are basically, every time I do this ballet, they're the same steps. I try and get it on the music as accurately as I can. And then with each different cast, it develops. And because, all people are different, I'll let it just develop as the individual artists sort of see it. Yes, and so I'll try and keep the sort of soul of the piece, but with the different artists, it will sort of go off in slightly different directions.
Well, we will step out of the way so we can watch you in action.
Okay, that'd be great.
Thank you,
okay,
Grant.
Thank you. Yeah, maybe, yes, good, yes. I think after Dippy Arabesque, can you articulate the glissade a bit? Yeah, I mean, pretty feet. Gosh, you've got gorgeous feet. Yes, yeah. Yeah?
Good. Nate, you got a tiny bit more time on this 9, this portrait right here before the next photo.
Yeah.
I think so. Just know you've got 7, 8, 9 right to the end. Yeah. And then the last photo, there's still a hop before through.
Yeah, yes, you're missing out.
Yeah, just one. Yeah.
Almost been late, I think. Yeah. Can we do it again? Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you, Andrew.
Jared, this is the story of Moulin Rouge.
Absolutely. This is where it originated from. Marguerite Armand is a classic book. And to be honest, I never read it. But when I started learning this production, I was seeing striking similarities. I'm like, it was like, everyone's seen the movie. I was like, why is this playing out like Moulin Rouge? And sure enough, someone then mentioned thereafter, it's like, oh, that's where it's come from. So this is a great one for newcomers to come see the ballet. Like, if you've never seen it, you've seen the movie, you're going to know exactly what's happening. This is the beautiful bit where they first meet, and then it all goes downhill from there later on. But, this is a really, really fun one to watch.
And emotional.
Oh, yeah, it gets super sad.
Travel. Good. Lift. Get off stage. So, fill it out. 2. Good. It's nice. Yes. Yeah.
Thanks, Andrew. It was great.
Yeah.
That the roles of Marguerite and Armand were created for Margot Fontaine and Rudolf Nureyev. How does it feel stepping into those shoes?
They're definitely big shoes to fill, that's for sure. But I think being such an iconic ballet, you really take on what it means and you're inspired by them and many people that have come after them. So I think we think ourselves quite lucky to be taking on these roles.
I was saying to Lavinia before I had to explain her, this is essentially Moulin Rouge. This is, like, I remember starting out, so, like, has that influenced any of your ideas coming into this role? Are you going to sing Come What May?
I mean, no one wants to see me sing.
Nor me.
But I think the romance between the leads in this is a really beautiful connection. And Amy and I have danced together a lot over the last 2 years. And before she sort of steps away from stage, it's going to be quite an emotional ride, I think, because it's just, she's such a special artist and she's taught me so much.
It's a bit like a love when it comes to a partnership, and that's
Yeah,
essentially
we love
what you
dancing
want,
together.
you know?
Yeah,
It
it's really
adds
lovely.
layers, and we both talk about where we want to go with the story.
Yeah, it's fun.
yeah.
It's supposed to be fun.
And not stressful.
And Amy, after 22 years with the Australian Ballet, you have just announced your retirement. So I want to take this chance to thank you for all your beautiful dancing and your gorgeous feet. What does the future hold?
Oh, look, I mean, I've got this handsome man in my life, and we've got two beautiful...
Not this one.
this one.
This one.
And we've got two beautiful children. So I think it's time for me to prioritise them. And I'm really looking forward to just that slower pace life, a little less stressed and tired, because Mama is quite tired.
Well, you hide it very well, and thank you for all the joy that you bring. Hello, Christopher.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome back to
Pleased
Australia.
to meet you. Thank you.
I have to ask you,
Yeah.
you're the son of a Yorkshire coal miner. Does that make you the original Billy Elliot?
Probably, I don't know. It was a long time ago, but bizarrely, I'm in the ballet world. My parents were very supportive, but how I arrived where I did, because they knew nothing at all. My parents were
Amazing.
not theatrical at all.
And you
And,
love travelling the world and giving your expertise about Ashton's ballets.
I wouldn't say I enjoy travelling the world. It's
But you enjoy the ballets.
I do. I mean, I specialise in Ashton ballets, and they are. I only do masterpieces. Actually, that is all I do.
Just the best.
Yeah, just the best.
Just focus
yeah,
on the best.
absolutely.
No, I know-
And they are brilliant. I mean, they really are.
They are, and I know
Yeah.
you've been here in the past when I was one of the rustics last time around.
Oh, really?
Hey,
Okay.
You remember me? No, probably not.
No, I've known many. I've seen many rustics in my life.
No, that's all right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all right. But I know when you focus on teaching these Frederick Ashton's choreos, the companies around the world, you make sure that it stays true to the Ashton Bible. There is no room for error. But so when you come to teaching these productions, how do you allow dancers then to inject like their artistic personal flair into it to make it their own?
Yeah. Well, I use Benešťan's notation where it is all written absolutely as it should be taught and as it should be danced. But you know, if you're teaching a role which was danced by Antoinette Sibley, as this was, the Titanias are not Antoinette Sibley, so I teach the steps. They know musically what they're supposed to do, because Ashton choreography is incredibly musical. It's absolutely joined like this, the choreography and the music. But you know, in the end, you know, we're not recreating Antoinette Sibley. Where it has to become from their heart. I mean, the person who's dancing it. You know, else it just looks like a cardboard cutout, which it shouldn't be. It has to live, else it just becomes a museum piece, which it's not. No. I mean, it was choreographed, I think, in 1964, and it's still incredibly hard, even now, incredibly.
Well,
Yeah.
the dancers are standing by. They're all warmed up and ready to go.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we will watch you at work.
Okay.
Have fun.
So we're using this as centre. Yeah. And that is the bower, the back. Yeah. Something that's actually happened over the weeks that we've been doing it, the feet have got incredibly fast, haven't they, Laura?
Yeah,
I mean, we
absolutely.
are getting really fast with the feet, and we're up, which is wonderful, but we're getting too quick with the body. I mean, it's fast feet, but the body is actually fairly slow and pressed down with the arms, yeah, and slightly use the head, yeah, so it's more lower than higher, yeah. But the body is slower, the feet are fast. Okay, the odd four into the jetés. Low jetés, turn them out. Yeah, they only need to be as high as that. We're getting as far as 8 and. So the pausa for 4 before the jetés. Ready, and. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Back to back, and pull, and back to back, pull, back to back, and pull, and shoot, travel, travel, travel. 11, 12, waist, 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 waist. Share center. All right, I could have just got there a little sooner, so we get the line on 7, and we've established it's on 7. Yeah? Let's just do under the arch, directly under the arch. So fast feet, keep up under the arch, yeah? Don't tag out, bring it in. So it's close, still with fast feet. And bend, so low arch. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Waist, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. All right, yeah. Just be careful because you're concentrating. You've actually lost it. You were almost doing this, yeah? The bouncers, second bouncers, with a good, yeah? Right on it, ready, under. 1, 2, 1 line. Not too far. Now cross, cross. Hold, 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 hold. And use your back. Eyes. Bend. This one's hard. Go. Go. Touch. Rond. Travel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1. All right? Remember that arm has to come down on the end. Yeah, whichever one it is. You've got alternate arms. So if you're here, you have to do and. Really comes down on the and count.
Is that the same when we're changing legs on the hops for that side arm? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this one here. Some of us get a little bit late changing the side arm as we change the tournevis, so just make sure that one does go to second. Yeah.
Okay, Peter, the hopping 12. Yes. Love the hopping 12, don't you? So out, out, in. Yeah? Ready, under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 1, 2. Right back. Lift your nose. And soft, and soft, and right over. 1. Da-da. Ba-da. Down, up. Get round fast on the soutenu to the front. Da-da. Down front. All right, okay, all right, good. Just rest a sec. I don't want to kill you yet. Yeah. So this is good. Just be aware that when you're doing this wide emboîté, that you do actually cross your legs so it looks like one leg. I have seen this, and it's not good. Yeah, so you've got to really, as wide as you can within the music, but make sure it comes back into fifth. You're overcrossing it now. That's it. Bum, 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 bum. In. Yeah? Right, looks nice when they get round faster, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
On the soutenu. Get to the front quicker. Yes, clearer. Okay, let's do it. Crossing those fifths. First time. Changement to the floor. Ready, and 1. Fifth. Ba-da. Look under, down front. You're too late coming round, Laura. Down front, yes. Bend down and down. 8, 1. 8, 1. Twist. Over. We need to go lower. You almost need to be flat. Yeah? And chase around. Yeah? So slow arm on this, yeah? Lean back slightly by the time we get to 5. Yeah? Turn out the leg. Yeah? And you can plie. After 13, so we're out of line. Yeah? So we're going to bend right on the 1 and 5. Really dip. Right on it. Ready, under. Down! 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. All right, yeah. Don't forget, after you've done that by 5, 6, 7, 8, look back, and then and there's a curl on the and before you go out. Once more.
Lavinia Nixon, thank you so much for joining us again today.
Thank you, Jared.
Hostess with the mostess.
And a round of applause again for the entire cast and crew of the Australian Ballet.
Catch you later.